Have you ever wondered if we're truly alone in the universe? Buckle up, Oddly True fans, because today's unbelievable but true story from over 50 years ago will leave you questioning everything. Welcome back to Oddly True, where we dive into the strangest corners of bizarre history to uncover weird facts and true stories that sound like they belong in a sci-fi story. Today, we're traveling back to 1961 to the quiet town of Ashland, New Hampshire, where Betty and Barney Hill, an ordinary couple, became part of one of the most famous alien encounters in dark history. This is a real mystery that still baffles experts today, packed with creepy facts and unexplained phenomena. Betty was a social worker, Barney a postal employee. They were a mixed-race couple in the early 60s, which was rare enough to make them stand out. But what happened on September 19, 1961, would cement their place in paranormal truth? Driving home from a vacation in Canada, they were on a lonely stretch of Route 3 under a starry sky when something bizarre caught their attention. A bright light in the sky, moving erratically, unlike any plane or star. At first, they brushed it off maybe a satellite. But this light wasn't just hovering, it was following them. Weird science alert. This was no ordinary night drive. The Hills story gets weirder. As the light grew closer, Barney stopped the car to get a better look through binoculars. What he saw wasn't a plane, it was a craft, pancake-shaped, with glowing windows and figures inside that didn't look human. Shocking facts incoming. Barney later described these beings as having large, wraparound eyes and bald heads, straight out of a sci-fi story. Terrified, they sped off, but the craft kept pace. Then, unexplained phenomena struck. A strange beeping sound filled their car, and their minds went foggy. Next thing they knew, they were 35 miles down the road with no memory of how they got there. 2 hours of their lives were just gone. This mind-blowing story only deepens with weird facts. Days later, Betty started having vivid dreams of being aboard a craft, examined by beings who spoke telepathically. Under hypnosis, yes, hypnosis, because this bizarre history gets wild. Both Betty and Barney recounted nearly identical stories of being abducted, examined, and released. Betty even described a star map shown to her by the beings, which some researchers later linked to the Zeta Reticuli star system. Strange discoveries like this make the Hills case a cornerstone of alien encounters. But here's a fun fact. Their story wasn't just dismissed as a hallucination. The Air Force's Project Blue Book, which investigated UFOs, labeled the case as unexplained. Even their car showed odd truths, mysterious concentric circles on the trunk that caused compasses to spin wildly. Fact-based storytelling demands we ask, what really happened that night? Now for the mind-blowing twist. Betty's star map, drawn under hypnosis, wasn't just a random sketch. In 1968, an amateur astronomer, Marjorie Fish, spent years analyzing it and matched it to a specific star cluster, Zeta Reticuli, based on its unique alignment. This was years before modern star mapping tech confirmed the pattern. How could Betty, with no astronomy background, draw a map of a star system 39 light-years away? Conspiracy facts swirl around this. Was it proof of extraterrestrial contact, or an incredible coincidence? Even creepier, the Hills' dog, Delcy, was traumatized after the trip, and physical evidence like Betty's torn dress and strange marks on their bodies added to the creepy facts. Skeptics argue it was stress or a shared delusion, but the consistency of their stories, even under separate hypnosis sessions, makes this unbelievable but true. This real mystery remains one of the most documented alien encounters in paranormal truth. So, what does this bizarre history teach us? First, weird science often challenges what we think is possible. The Hills case forced scientists, psychologists, and even the military to grapple with unexplained phenomena. It's a reminder that true stories can be stranger than fiction, and sometimes the truth lies in the gray area between belief and evidence. Whether you lean toward conspiracy facts or think it's just a strange discovery, the Hills story shows how odd truths can reshape our view of the universe. Maybe we're not alone. Maybe weird facts like these are clues to a bigger paranormal truth. What do you think, alien visitors or something else? Drop your thoughts in the comments. That's it for today's dive into the mind-blowing stories of bizarre history. If you love weird facts, true stories, and unbelievable but true tales like this, hit that subscribe button for more oddly true adventures. Ring the bell so you never miss a real mystery. Share this with your friends who geek out over alien encounters or creepy facts. Until next time, keep chasing the strange discoveries that make our world so weirdly true.